thank you for watching this. Alright, the creation accounts and flood accounts in the Bible are by some people not believed, by some Christians not believed, but sought to be only a metaphor, something else that's not literal. Doesn't matter. I take the position Adam and Eve are literally true. That story has literally happened. And even though the Latter-day Saint view is that the Bible is lacking some things, plain and precious truths were lost, Adam and Eve being literal is not among those things. Adam and Eve learning about Jesus Christ, Adam getting baptized and having faith in Jesus Christ, those are examples of things that were lost over time. So, why does it matter? 1. Genesis chapters 1 through 3 are written in a historical narrative format. They are written as if Adam and Eve are literally true. So if you're going to believe the book, believe the parts that are literal, that are described like they're a story of what really happened and not some metaphor or something like that. Adam and Eve being literal is a strong argument against racism. We are all distant cousins. The darkest person that you only see them when they smile if the lights are off, and the lightest person who's so light that they sunburn and impale and are back to their, I want to say white, but no, the skin's not literally white, but you know, peachy, pinkish color of skin. They're all cousins. Now, if it's just a metaphor because Charles Darwin and Charles Lyell were true, Charles Darwin was a white supremacist that said blacks were half apes. I'm going to read those books and fact check that, but I've read quotes. People have said that, have quotes from his books to back up that claim. So you're, if not being a racist, you're quoting a racist there instead of a book from God. It explains our fallen world. One accusation made against God, one evidence or reason that some people choose to be atheists, is if there was a God, he wouldn't make this world with diseases and death and suffering. Well, Adam and Eve's story answers why we have that. They literally took some fruit they weren't supposed to, and the world fell and changed. It was originally built to be a paradise. Now, I have a different understanding than Ken Ham about this, but I appreciate his enthusiasm. God knew the devil was going to have Adam and Eve partake of the fruit. That was God's plan. If you don't believe that was God's plan, you believe the devil outwitted God and won in the Garden of Eden. But either way, there was a fall. That's why we have this stuff the way it is. And so you can't believe in God and not be an atheist for that, you know. You don't need to become an atheist like others because we have that reason to not. Alright, it matters whether people are just another animal or not. If there's not a literal Adam and Eve and all life on earth has a common universal ancestor, and we're all distant cousins, humans and sea sponges and trees, distant cousins, then you shouldn't be eating any meat and going out and shooting deer if you're a, because that's your cousin. If, you know, if you're taking the Adam and Eve were just a metaphor and there really were 10,000 people when humanity started. But that's contradictory. If we can't get all life from one last common universal ancestor, how can we get, how can you say, if we can't get all life from just that, you can't say we can't get all people from just two people. There's a lack of integrity in people who have that position. They're contradicting themselves. Okay, so, but if people and animals are just the same thing, then bestiality should not be illegal because they're just another animal. You shouldn't be eating meat, but it's okay to eat meat because Adam and Eve are a special creation from the rest of the animals, and so you're not eating your distant cousin when you chow down on a hamburger. Crimes should not punish people more the same for doing the same thing to a person and an animal, because the animal is less important than a person and not a person. And those are my thoughts on this subject. Adam and Eve really did exist. And they really were created. When I say literal Adam and Eve, I mean that there were two people who were created by God. They had not evolved. They were not the first half ape, half human. They were created by God. And every human is a descendant of them. Have a good day.